Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Little Fannies Speaks. I'm Jessica Stewart, social media liaison for Little Fannies Heavenly Housing.
And I'm Jolene Payton, the executive director.
And today we will be talking about our vision. Okay,
Yes.
so Mrs. Payton, can we backtrack a little?
Okay.
Last episode we talked about the mission.
Yes.
Can you tell me how the mission differs from the vision?
Well, the mission is basically, has always been to help those that's faced with homelessness.
Right.
And the vision is how we're going to execute the mission.
Okay. That makes sense. So can you go into a little more about the vision? How do you plan to execute that?
Well, the vision that I have, that the Lord really put on my heart, is to start working with younger people, because we've been out here a long time in the streets, and you never see a lot of young people out in the streets per se. Maybe sometime in shelters, but not that often. And so I started doing research, and it is so many young people that are faced with homelessness. And the range is so big because it falls under so many different categories. You know, you have those aging out of foster care. You have those that's been trafficked, sexual trafficking. Mm-hmm. You have those that have been shunned from their family because of their sexual orientation. It's just, the range is huge. Right. And I just really kind of never knew that until I really started doing a lot of research. So my vision is to, bridge the gap for them. And that's what we're doing now, trying to build programs to help them. And the goal is to get, first of all, we need to get a building. So because you can treat anybody, but if they're homeless, you got to treat that first.
Right.
And that's where they come into that housing first approach, because it's hard to treat somebody when they're homeless, right. Because they don't really want to hear what you're talking about if they don't have a roof over their head.
Yeah, because that's like the biggest thing that they're facing, and it's like, yes. Why do I want job readiness and I don't have a place to lay my head?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's understandable.
Yes. So that's what we're trying to do, is to get a building and to be able to house and then offer programs to help them to succeed. And then after that, my vision has always been to get tiny homes so we can kind of transfer them into their next step. So it'll be independence, but we're still watching over them and help them to succeed. And then the third step would be for them to go into independent living. And my goal is to, down the road, us getting another building for affordable housing where they can move in if they wish to move into our building and pay rent. And if they don't, I'm hoping that we can maybe get some housing vouchers. So when they do get ready to venture out into independence, they can go with a housing voucher, and at least that would be, we know that would help them to get started on their own.
Okay, I think that's a very great vision, and I think that it's so important that you want to do something step by step, because somebody who's facing homelessness or who's never had their own, they need that assistance and that guidance.
Yes.
So it's very good for them to have someone or organization to help guide them. I do have another question.
Yes.
Because you mentioned like eventually potentially getting housing vouchers to send them off with. How do you feel about what's going on with Donald Trump saying that he wants to cut federal funding?
Well, the way I feel about that, throughout this whole journey that we've had with Little Fannies and through life, we never did depend on any federal government. We don't have any federal grants. Not saying that we would never get any, but everything that we've done, the Lord has provided for us. Mm-hmm. And He's provided overflow for us.
Jesus!
So that's where I got my faith in. I don't have my trust in man or I've always had my trust in the Lord, and I know that when your heart is right and you're doing the right thing for the right reason, He's gonna provide everything that we need.
That's right. God is the provider.
Absolutely.
But it is very sad for those who are dependent on it, though.
Absolutely.
And our heart is with you guys because it's disheartening for that to just happen. Like, it's very sad for those who have to have federal funding to live.
Absolutely.
And I'm pretty sure if it is taken away, it's going to open up a whole range of people who become homeless based on that.
Absolutely.
So the homeless population will unfortunately grow as a result of that.
Yes.
So we're praying that that does not happen.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
Well, no, not really. I just, just keep us in prayer on our venture and our journey, because we're going to need it, because this is totally new for us, dealing with a younger population. And we're, got things set up where we're, talking to different organizations that's already doing this to kind of help us on our way. So, yes. So just keep us in your prayers.
Yes, and also if you guys would like to donate or help with our vision or our mission or our goals, please go onto our website. We have many ways to donate.
Yes.
So thank you all again for watching. We love you all, and we will see you next Wednesday. Not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday.
Correct.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye-bye.